In this video, we will be showing you how to clean a behind-the-ear hearing aid and ear molds. The first thing to check is the microphones, which are located here. The microphones may not always be in the same spot on the hearing aid. Here is another example of where the microphones could be located. You can use a cleaning tool like this or a clean toothbrush to gently brush off the microphones like this to make sure there is no debris or dirt blocking them. Next, you will see how to clean an ear mold. This end of the ear mold is the part that goes into the student's ear. The sound is picked up by the microphones on the hearing aid and travels through this tube and into the ear. The ear mold is the part of the hearing aid that is the most susceptible to earwax. If earwax is blocking the opening on the end of the ear mold, sound is not able to travel into the student's ear. So, to clean it, you can use a similar tool as before that has a wire loop on the opposite end to scoop out any visible wax or debris. You can also use a paperclip or other small tool to scoop out wax. This is a different style of hearing aid known as a receiver in the canal or RIC hearing aid. It works the same as a behind-the-ear style hearing aid, where the sound is picked up by the microphones located here, and amplified sound travels down this wire and into the student's ear. This style might not be seen as often because they are typically used for older children and adults, but if you have a student with a RIC hearing aid, here is how you would clean it. You can use a cleaning tool like this or a clean toothbrush to gently brush off the microphones of any debris. This rubber piece at the end of the wire is what sits inside the ear canal and is most susceptible to earwax. If you see any debris or wax, you can use the brush to remove it. You can also remove the dome to check underneath for any debris. Once the dome is off, you can see the white piece at the end of the wire. This is known as a wax guard or wax trap, designed to stop any wax from going inside the hearing aid. They can get clogged with wax and sometimes need replaced. Some hearing aids have sticks that are used to replace the wax guards. You can see one side is empty and the other side has a new wax guard on it. So, you will take the empty side of the stick and place it in the middle of the old wax guard and pull straight out to remove the old wax guard. Then, you will flip the stick over and place the new wax guard into the empty hole and again pull straight out. Now you have a clean wax guard and you can put the dome back on the end of the wire. Here is another type of wax guard that you might see. This one is a little harder to see, but you can still see the white piece at the end of the wire when the dome is removed. Instead of using a stick to replace the wax guard, this kind of hearing aid requires a disc to change it. On this disc, you will see two holes. The first one has a trash can depicted to represent where the old wax guard goes. You will place the end of the wire into the hole with the trash can until you hear a click. Then you will pull straight out. You can see the old wax guard now underneath the trash can. Now you will place the end of the wire into the hole labeled Step 2 until you hear a click, and again pull straight out. Now a clean wax guard is on the end of the hearing aid. After cleaning, you can enclose the hearing aid into your hand to listen for the squeal to tell you that the hearing aid is functioning. If you do not hear that squeal even after the cleaning, then the hearing aid might need to be cleaned further by the child's doctor.